preseason is going as expected. We are where we're supposed to be on November 2nd. Some ups and downs, some ebb and flows, but there's been some really good days too that get you ridiculously excited for the season when you see everything click on defense and offense and special teams. You get fired up and you can't wait to get back to work, or at least you can't wait to watch the film that night. So younger guys are coming along. Like I've said, they're very coachable. In the Seton Hall scrimmage, I was worried about their, the pace or the speed of the game. Sometimes it takes a little to get adjusted. And I think with the style that we played, they were perfectly fine. They adjusted right away. There was no learning curve there. So Mike Watkins is doing some great things. Shep's doing what Shep does, and Josh Reeves. Everybody's contributing. So it's nice to see that you can play 10 guys and not really lose much. Right now, Peyton's out. He has a hamstring pull that he's been nursing for a few weeks now. So he's been in, he's been out, he's been in, he's been out. So he will be out this weekend, and we will try to get him ready for the home opener next week against Albany. Now, first of all, Kevin Willard's a great coach. What he did last year with that group to win a Big East championship is just outstanding. And we were looking forward to playing Seton Hall because they have pretty much everybody back except for Whitehead. And, the style of play, they're tough, they're physical. It was a great litmus test for us to see where we were and what we need to work on, and what were our strengths. What did we do well in that scrimmage, and what were some of the things that need more reps. What I took out of it is, we have a really talented team. Obviously, we're not on the same page yet, and we'll get there. That's going to take time. That's why you put the non-conference together that we have. But to go against a Seton Hall who has that banner under their belt was exactly what we needed to show the younger guys how hard you have to play on every possession. The older guys, they have that. They're trying to get that anyway. But a lot of positives came out of it, for sure. We had a lot of guys play really, really well, and then a lot of guys play solid. Mike was very good. He had 15 and 9 in only 18 minutes. So that's very, very promising. And it wasn't like it was his post-up game. It was just him, just being high energy, high motor, cleaning up things, catching, finishing. Did a nice job from the free throw line. And, of course, he rebounded the ball extremely well and got some extra putbacks. I would say Davis played really well. He shot 3 for 6 from 3 and had some timely rebounds, some big-time tapbacks. And just positional-wise, he just knows what he's doing now, knows his job, and he looks very comfortable out there. So I was really proud of the growth that he's showed from last year to this year. Now, unlike most of my teams, our offense is well ahead. We scored 86 points the other night, and that's a lot of points. We only hit 6 threes. Did a nice job getting to the free throw line. Again, extra possessions. Did a pretty good job on our three-quarter court press, getting some turnovers. So it was really nice to see that we don't have to rely on our three to get to 8 threes per game. We can do it in other ways. So the offense is definitely ahead because we are sharing the ball. I think we had 26 field goals made, and I think we had 13 assists, which is terrific, versus only 7 turnovers. If we're going to take care of the ball like that, we're going to be in a heck of a lot of games. I'm expecting our turnovers to be a lot higher, to be truthful. But they're doing a nice job right now of sharing the basketball and doing the little things. Our post defense wasn't the best. Delgado is terrific. He's every bit as advertised. But we need to do a better job of doing our work early, pressure on the ball so it's not so easy to put it in the post. Ball screen defense, Carrington did a nice job of coming off the ball screens and making plays for himself and others. So there's always that work. And then just communication. Whatever defense we're in, we just really have, whatever defense we're in, we have to talk. We have to communicate, we have to trust, we have to listen. So that's really where we are, and that's probably where we're lacking most in those 3 areas is post, ball screen defense, and then the communication level. And then when we do communicate, listen, and then trust. So, and then the last thing I would say is rebounding. We did a nice job, but we can do a better job. Right now, it's Tony, Shep, Peyton's out. So Tony, Shep, Josh, Lamar, and Julian will start Friday night.
What is it about that group working together that they kind of fit right now?
With our Attitude Club and the right mixture, I mean, technically we could have 8 guys starting if Peyton was healthy. I mean, Terrence has earned the right to start. Mike Watkins has earned the right to start. And obviously Peyton, who's typically a starter, but he's been in and out for 2 weeks. But Tony, like I said, has been great running the offense. Shep has been his usual self, and he's shooting even more efficiently, if you can imagine that. Josh Reeves has been our MVP in the summer, MVP in the fall, and he plays as hard as anybody I've ever coached. And Lamar has been a man-child. He's been a beast in a lot of situations where he's commanding double teams in the post. He's driving the basketball. He's getting himself to the free throw line, and he's doing a better job rebounding. And then Julian has been really steady, real consistent. Every day you know what you're going to get from Julian. And he's finishing. He's playing great defense. He's rebounding the ball. So for me, I just felt like those 5, cohesively, chemistry-wise, were really gelling well. It doesn't mean that I might not change it before Albany, where, Peyton might be back, Terrence might be, there might be a different lineup that I like. So we're trying to get a group of 3, a group of 2 that play well together, put those 5 guys together, and then bringing off the bench is important too, because that second starting team, I call them, is going to be valuable. So hopefully you win the bench points as well, because you're bringing, as of right now, you're bringing Terrence off, Mike off, a not healthy Peyton off, but he should be healthy. And then you got Isaiah and Davis just played beautifully. So it's really exciting. We've got a lot of depth, but there's definitely 8 guys that could start right now, but that's a team what we're going with.